nominating selection panel, and maybe even, you know, some particular persons that we think are really important, because now the selection panel chooses the selectors. Remember I said that. Anybody on the selection panel cannot be on the commission. Okay? So that's the other thing that we have to kind of keep in mind, right? So whoever's, you know, let's just say Jillian is on the selection panel, she cannot put in an application. She cannot put in an application. She can't. It's not just she can't nominate herself. She cannot be. No one can nominate her, right, to be on the commission. So we also have to kind of think about that, and not only in terms of process and nuts and bolts, but in terms of strategy. And what kind of voice we want to have in terms of thinking about who would be good people to ask for, to push forth in terms of criteria, in terms of coverage. And we also have to, I think, really hone in on those absent categories. We were very specific when we had conversations around standing up a stakeholder commission, a steering group with the collaborative as a kind of modeling the way that we would like to see a community police commission to operate, that there were certain categories that would not be excluded, like returning citizens and ex-offenders, like specifically women. Specifically women are not part of one of those categories, right? So we have to really be focused on those kinds of things in terms of the nuts and bolts. The good thing is it's there, right? We weren't sure that it was going to actually make it there. We pressed and we pressed and we pressed and we asked the community press to press, and it's there. So Shakyra and Ed are going to jump in now, and then we'll have some conversation. Wait a minute, Eric.
Hey,
can you hold your question just a second until Shakyra's point, and then jump in?
So I just want to run through real quickly what the responsibilities and authority of the commission is going to be. The commission will hold meetings across the city, make assessments of the Cleveland Police Department's bias-free policing practices and training. So they'll be able to review the training and participate in it to make assessments relating to bias-free policing and cultural competency. They're going to assist with the bias-free policing training via the training review committee, assess Cleveland's Cleveland Police community activities, and review civilian oversight structure, which is really important. So that's why we keep stressing the important role of the commission, because it is going to have a very important role. They're going to have the authority to review. Their authority will include reviewing, commenting on CDP's policies and practices related to use of force, search, seizure, data collection, and retention, reviewing and commenting on CDP's implementation of initiatives, programs, and activities, holding public meetings to discuss monitors' reports. That's important, because a monitor is going to be like the key investigator that's going to be making sure that the party, which is the city of Cleveland, is complying with it. So they're going to be hosting meetings throughout so that we can discuss the reports. They're going to be receiving community input concerning CDP's compliance with the agreement, issuing annual reports, and recommending improvements. Reports and responses to recommendations will be posted on the city's website. So this commission is going to be extremely important in terms of, you know, reforming, adjusting the agreement, the direction that reforms are taking place. This is going to be in many ways, this consent decree, and this process is going to be a living document, a living process. So there are opportunities to make amendments, recommendations, and different reforms that weren't considered when this was written. So this commission is extremely important.